What's poppin', gamers? It's your boy Vic Valentine, and we're back at it again with that FF14 shit. Today on Final Fantasy XIV, Arcanists reading a book. Look at this man. This man does not know how to read a book. There are no words in this man's head. Don't be like this man. Be like, hang on. Be like this man instead. This man? This man has definitely read a book. He's reading a book right now. He's reading my book. He's reading trigonometry. I mean, that's also high level, high concept shit, I guess. Anyway, Arcanine, let's go. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It's here that we research and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence, to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. If you prefer an arcane art built on structured thought and precise reasoning, then your discerning intellect may find a home here at our guild. Might you consider enrolling yourself as an initiate? Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. Just as I predicted. Before we proceed any further, however, let us first feed your appetite for knowledge with a morsel of guild history. This was a mistake. This is a fucking mistake. Hang on. The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the moth. The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. Ooh, I know about those now. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. One of the dungeons in Endwalker, and also part of the plot of Dawn Trail, involves learning about the South Sea Isles. Also, moth, fuck off. Go home. Go pollinate or something. What do moths even do? They eat clothes and they look cool. I wish I could be a moth. I'd eat everybody's fucking clothes and look the coolest. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who have invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the School of Arcanima was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Lemza, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite, and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Merwib, counting several wielders of Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. Should not have eaten that ice cube. Maybe I should read a book. So, at the Admiral's express orders, I need to read more, holy shit. An official Arcanist Guild was established and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you invite such cerebral challenges, then you have to but reaffirm your commitment to joining our guild. Have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? That does frighten me. I do overthink everything, let alone things of a higher educational, intellectual order. But I'm in. I'm gonna read that book. Well, your sound judgment's to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guildmaster, that you might convey your intentions in person. Give me, like... This motherfucker will not. Ah, he's gone. Never mind. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress Thubergheim. She has shouldered all full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. You'll find her just over there, by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcoming. Hang on. Oh. Where the fuck? Where did he go? Moth! Hang on. Moth? Mothica? Where the fuck did he go? How does a creature this annoying disappear off the face of the planet? Ah, whatever. He'll show back up, and then I'll escort him out of the premises. I'm gonna bounce his ass, bro. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, over there. Hey, Thubergheim. Yes, I am Thubergheim. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanists Guild. As Muri has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me then to expound upon its nature. Arcanima taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary. Even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make... Oh, Jesus, I'm doing TikTok char again. I should probably do something different, but... that texture on the wall is bothering me more than it should. I want to look at that in a minute. If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must aptly... Why am I doing this at 2 in the morning? One must apply the most effective strategy. I was supposed to do this like 2 hours ago, but I got off work late, so... Sorry if I'm stupider than normal. I should be better tomorrow once I've had some fucking sleep. One must apply the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze the situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Arcanima will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? Am I prepared to reason? No, but I'll say yes, because I want to progress this quest forward. Mornings do be like that. Thanks, man. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. Here, take this grimoire in hand, and we shall next judge your aptitude for our discipline. Yeah, I'm doing Arcanist quest line. That fucking moth. Hang on. Oh! Ah, damn it. Oh! Ah, damn it. Got away. Ah, well. He'll be back. Yeah, we're doing Arcanist tonight. I want to get done with all the job quests and try and get, like... Well, not all of them. I'm only doing Arcanist tonight. I am doing New Game Plus. That is correct. I wanted to go back through this again, because it's been... I started playing this during the pandemic, and I'm caught up now, so I want to go back through it again, see what I catch this time around, you know? See what I understand this time around, and also share it with y'all. If anyone out there, you know, hasn't played this game before, they can't afford a sub or whatever. That's, yeah. I know the start of the game is fucking free until Stormblood, but, like, still, some people don't have the time or patience. Anyway. Let's read a book. It is a hefty tome, is it not? I promise you, a grimoire's weight becomes a comforting anchor amidst the shifting seas of battle. A fact you will soon discover. In Lower Lenosia, you will find, among others, 3 species of pest: wharf rats, little ladybugs, and oriele. I ask that you employ your fledgling skill in Arcanima to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Kill aminals, just like every other job. Where am I going? Yeah. Let's go. Eh. Let's shoot some rats with a book. The calming, soothing, natural tones of a spooky lantern guy. Man, they really did a number on Arcanist since I last... Well, that's not true. I played it a little bit in Endwalker, but... Arcanist! I do not have... they gutted all of the buttons in this thing. And I kind of don't want to remap them because I'm level 100. I can just mow through all of these. I'll have my fucking rock back on at some point. That'll remap by hotbars. But for now, I'm kind of excited to see how far I can get with... I think it's just the default attack I have. Obviously I could slap some of them on, but this is a super temporary thing. Whoops. This is a super temporary state of being until I'm done with this questline. Do I actually have... God, I don't have a single thing. You know what, maybe I should... let's just do that. Ether charge. Sure, that can go somewhere. Gem shine? Fuck it, I don't remember what that does, but I'll put you somewhere. Yeah, why not? Have more than literally nothing. More than one thing. There we go. Oh, that's many betters. Oh. Oh, now I gotta go back downstairs again. So mean of them to make me go upstairs only to make me go back downstairs. So many stairs in Limsa. Like a lot of stairs even. Thubergeim. I have returned. I see the creatures beyond the city walls pose you little threat. It is with great pleasure, then, that I formally recognize your initiation into the guild. From this day forth, you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness, and keep the pages of your grimoire turning. There is no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. And when you feel you can command Carbuncle as easily as you might move your own limbs, return to me for further instruction. I will be waiting. Ah, corn, wasn't it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to hurried judgment. I must oft remind my Arcanists to take meals, so ensconced do they become in their studies. Speaking of such, have you been practicing your tactics with Carbuncle? I believe it is time to assess the improvement of your skills. As with your previous trial, I would have you defeat foes in Lower Nenosia, 3 wild dodos and 3 tiny mandragoras to be precise. What in the hell was that? Something's... Interesting. It's probably fine. Watch carefully the behavior of your opponents. Formulate an effective strategy and utilize your arcane entity to its fullest potential. I expect you back in time for lunch. It's 2:30 p.m. Are you... I guess lunch could be whenever. That's a decent enough time for a lunch. Actually, shit, like, I'm thinking, like, kid brain, like, I'm a fucking grown-ass adult now that, like, that's fucking breakfast time. What am I saying? Where the fuck am I going? I'm going to the other one, right? Central? Nope, still the same place. Sick. Okay. Rocket bike. Rocket bike. Dodos and mandragoras. PS2 birds. Yeah, flat PS2 birds, my favorite. Anyway. Bum, 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 bum. Give him the suck. Oh, I don't need to. I don't actually need you anymore. I need something this way. Ah, shit, I pissed off the Goo-Boo. Be gone from me, Goo-Boo. What am I doing? I just... There. Problem solved. Well, someone was... I couldn't hear enough to place what they were trying to do, but somebody was having a show in Lumza. Welcome back, Korn. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with a more practical examination? Our work at Milvan's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I've had several crates transported to the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gate. I want you to examine those crates, and then return the inspected cargo here to me. You would be surprised at the depths to which some merchants will sink to deter our customs agents from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating vilekin. Suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. Awesome. I love the doom rats and the false bottoms. And Botox come a long way, bro. Smuggling shit in their ass cheeks like fucking Hermes did in the Part 6. But with ass cheek instead of boob cheek. I don't know what I did in my throat. I think something, I don't know why. This shit's fucking itchy as hell. I think something I ate, like, tore into it or something. That shit is actually, like, slightly bothering me. But we're gonna finish the Arcanist quest line. We're only level 5. We gotta get to 30. That's the end of the thing. Oh shit! I killed the thing, but that pissed off the rats, and the rats pissed off the ladybugs. It's a whole chain. A whole chain of events. At least you can fly in New Game Plus. Yeah, it is nice to be able to fly in New Game Plus. When I was replaying through the story, when I was replaying through A Realm Reborn, I voluntarily opted not to fly through areas because I thought it would be more, I don't know, authentic to just sort of ride through them again, experience them, like, properly from the ground level for the first time in a while. And I'm planning to do that when I go back through Heavensward and Stormblood, etc., right? But yeah, you do get to fly. Just, yeah, it's nice. I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present, and allow me a moment to cogitate. Cogitate? Boy, what are you... Are you good? Still remember that quest from 1.0? It's one of those quests that stayed the same. I never actually played 1.0. I've seen... I want to do a deep dive onto, like, 1.0 at some point. Like, go and watch all the cutscenes, go and watch, like, all the lore stuff. But, like, I've seen, like, maybe 1 or 2 of the cutscenes. But that's all I really know about 1.0. I really should do a deep dive into that at some point. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemy set against you. Yet, effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion, as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. Haven't missed much. Sick. Love that. Love that for me. Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the ether constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear. My calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9,785. Yeah, I'm only level 100, bro. That's like... hang on. I can do this. I can math this. That's 968 expansions from now, bro. I'm gonna be dead by then. I can't... I'm not cool enough for that. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Kalahia, a Milvan's Gate assessor. Acting Guildmaster Thulbergheim elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanima. Cool. From what I've observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? Let's say outwit. I want to giga brain on him. Aha! Just as I predicted. Now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. Probability of you becoming an Arcanist of note is 90%. Give or take 0.5%. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, of an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty Arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress Thulbergheim is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? Well, I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there's no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. Is that a threat? Bye. Oh. No. What? Why'd you get that? Okay. Back to school, so my dad will think I'm cool. Thulbergheim! Well, I'm not there yet. She can't hear me. Thubergeim. Ah, Corn. Have you returned with the cargo? Oh, I guess I was supposed to fetch that. Yes, I did. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. I also had word from Kalahia regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed the instruction she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach of our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome Kalahia carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanima has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective, somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You've done well this day, Corn. Continue your practice with Carbuncle as Kalahia has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. Yay! We're almost a third of the way through this. Yes, Corn, the time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust, taking the occasional brisk walk. I haven't done that today, but it's 2 in the morning, I'll just walk extra tomorrow. One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following Kalahia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Lenosia. I speak of roselings and wild jackals. Yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, the second to test your hypotheses, and the third to perfect the tactics you've devised. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. Boy, you have no idea what I'm fucking capable of. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbuncle. When timed appropriately, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. Boy, I am level 100. If I sneeze at them... Okay. Western Lenosia this time. Dare. You've got to press it on you. You might get... Plow. Oh god, they're all far away. I can't AoE them. Why are the yellow jackets coming? Who fucking snitched? Oh, never mind. They're running away. Pussies. Aw. Aw. Poor puppies. They did nothing wrong. They're just living. Having a good old day. Well, a bad day now. Well, actually, they're not really having any kind of day, are they? Yikes. that was a no good. I have regrets. Thubergeim. Welcome back, Horn. So, how did it feel to conquer such ferocious foes? Let us ride that wave of triumph onto an even more demanding and dangerous challenge. Your next training exercise will have you accompanying Foreseer Kalahia on one of her inspections. This experience will afford you the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of Arcanima. Pray do not tarry, Corn. Kalahia awaits you on the floor below with further details. Oh yeah, Fight Club. Let's go. Rule number 1. I don't remember rule number 1. Rule number 2, if it was important, then they would have made me remember it. Kalahia. A timely appearance, as I expected. Shall we proceed directly to the job at hand? I've been tasked with examining the wares of a goblin peddler caravan run by the Boylestocks family. Hell yeah. Love these idiots. Our agents suspected these beastmen merchants of dealing in forbidden goods. As such, I have calculated that announcing an inspection has a 60% chance of inviting physical violence. I have prepared a strategy to respond to this possible shift into hostilities, but there is an important precondition you should be made aware of before we discuss the finer points of my plan. Though I am considered gifted in the formation of tactics, I lack the reflexes and coordination necessary to employ many of these self-same strategies on the field of battle. Pray keep this factor in mind and adjust your perceptions accordingly. Now, should the goblins offer battle, you are to execute Combat Pattern 1345, otherwise known as Stratagem Focus Fire. You and your carbuncle will concentrate your attacks on a single foe, and one by one, the enemy will wither under the combined onslaught. Probability of victory, 95%. Reports place the peddlers in the vicinity of the cookpot, in Middle Enosia. I will depart immediately to assess the situation. Seek me out once you arrive. Boy. Delulu wa Solulu Janai. Thank you. Thank you, wise Gyaru of the TikTok. Now I know. Let's go. Ooh, Firecat. Firecat with the good song. No! Yeah. Plahia. Well, negotiations seem to be going, smoothly. I can't imagine anything will go wrong here. Everything's fine. Everything's beautiful. Perfect, even. I am Forcier Clahia of Milvin's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection.
Nasty sneaky speakers. Gabby spit upland nosy eyes at Stabby Iron.
Oh. A predictably aggressive response. Very well, Corn. Remember what we discussed. I must shoot fireballs at him. Oh, wait, oh man, I was actually super ready to just AoE these fools, and then I don't have the AoE because I'm level 14. Oops. That's alright. It's okay. Evasive maneuvers. We won. Oh, never mind. There's more. Mubby. Cool. Oh, shit. There's even more. Why did they... Oh, maybe they were locked onto her, but then she fucked off, and then they returned, like, neutral, I guess. Or aggroed, but to nobody. Or aggroed, but to me, or something. I don't know. Anyway, we did it. Good job running away, bro. Thankfully, I had that shit under control. Nicely done. Adaptation, improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved guildmaster himself in action. This was the perfect example of how the strategy for a given task should be tailored to the abilities of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactics, it is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there is another question I would ask you. When it comes to improving the probable success of a strategy, do you consider it more effective to concentrate on playing to your strengths or shoring up your weaknesses? Strengths, bro. Hit harder, not smarter. Wait, hits... Make good number go up, bad number is bad. Don't think about it too deeply. Again, you respond as the guildmaster once did. I must revise the probability for your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are one to keep an eye on, that much is certain. But to return to the subject of battle plans, your calculations must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limits of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to the guild and make your report to Mistress Thubergeim. Until we meet again. I shall abide here until the Yellow Jackets arrive to take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep me company. There she go, reading trigonometry again. Thubergeim! I cracked skulls with the book. No fireball, just book. No, that's not true. I shoot several ruins. Back from the field, Corn, Clahia contacted me with a summary of events. It seems you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only to intermediate practitioners. That is sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw. It is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such a seemingly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you will soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep to your studies and maintain the razor's edge of your mind. You seem tired, Corn. Are you sleeping properly? No. It's 3 a.m., bro. One's reasoning can suffer without sufficient rest and recuperation. A lesson I've been learning a lot tonight. Should you deem yourself fit for duty, pray make your way down to the practice floor. Foreseer Clahia has requested you accompany her on another official inspection. There is, however, a requirement for your participation. The Foreseer will explain the situation. Clahia. Delulu cat person. Who is not my Salulu Janai. I was beginning to think I'd miscalculated, Corn. Thank you for coming. I will soon be boarding a trading vessel suspected of smuggling. All merchant ships that make use of Lumsalamin's ports are subject to inspection by Mule Van Gate assessors. It is a routine I perform daily. In the case of smugglers, however, there is a 75% possibility of encountering resistance. Thus, I would appreciate your company during this assignment. It is now that we must discuss the requirement of which you were informed. Though I have full confidence in your martial expertise, it is imperative that you first acquire the ability to summon Topaz Carbuncle. Such knowledge will be released to you contingent on your acceptance to this duty. Okay. Very good. The arcane entity given form by the Topaz geometry will further expand your offensive capabilities. Such an ally at your command, even the harshest of enemies will falter before you. Indeed, we could not conduct these dangerous spot inspections without its support. Please return to Mistress Thubergeim and inform her of your participation. I will join you once I have completed some final adjustments to my tactical formulae. Going up the stairs ain't going down the stairs, ain't going up the stairs, ain't going down the stairs, ain't going up the sideways stairs. There's no sideways stairs. That's next expansion. So you've agreed to accompany the Foreseer. Then I shall gladly instruct you in the use of Topaz Carbuncle. Pray do not hesitate to employ this entity in combat should the inspection turn sour. Oh. That was it, huh? Well. Good. Summon Topaz. Is that an actual button, or is that... Whoops. Why do I keep going for the fucking adventure plate? You know what? Let me just slap that there, I guess. And, fucking... I don't know, why not? Not like I'm gonna have these out for long. The mercenaries Gisfrin and Ersthoda are here to assist with the inspection. Both are old hands when it comes to escorting Clahia during her more dangerous duties. Well met, Korn. My spells are at your disposal. This won't be the first time we're expecting trouble, but as long as we follow the Foreseer's tactics and keep a clear head, we'll come through just fine. The Morning Star is preparing to dock in Aleport. We will meet our first challenge, however, before we even board the vessel. It is almost a certainty that the merchant ship has hired a thug or two to accost us at the pier. I calculate the probability at 98%. The crew wish to avoid attacking us on deck, you see, as that would all but trumpet their criminal intentions to the world at large. Now, once we do manage to clear the rails, we will face a deck crowded with armed sailors. For a small party such as ours, the most effective strategy will be to incapacitate individual foes as swiftly as possible. Each opponent we down is one less weapon raised against us. It is imperative that we do not allow ourselves to become tangled in multiple, drawn-out skirmishes, lest we be overwhelmed. I call this stratagem Hammerfall. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. Keep those words in mind, Korn. It is time we departed. Let us regroup before the main gates of Veleport. Okay. Aleport. That's not here. That's in Western Fanalan. I don't know why I thought we were just walking outside. They said the port. I guess there are many different ports. There we go. Lego. Let us be about our task, Korn. Pray inform the steersmen at the pier that we are ready to conduct our inspection. Should violence be offered, you are to execute stratagem Hammerfall. Do not forget, your tactics are both your shield and your weapon. Okay. Boat. Hello, Professor Boatman. You're with the folks from Milvin's Gate. Hells, I knew there'd be trouble. Suck. Anti-suck. So, you sure you wanna go through with this old man? Well then, I'm certainly glad to see you can handle yourself. You'll find the landing boat just down here at the end of this ramp. I'll have no part of what comes next, though. Oh god. You better run. Danger boat. Let's hop in. Is this still level 15 or is this level 20? Well, it's not level 20 because it's sinking me down to 19. Sick. Deftly handled, Korn. Once again, I am reminded of our guildmaster. Thanks to your efficient response, we will be able to commence this inspection earlier than I had calculated. We shall board the merchant vessel out in the bay. Okay. Oh, just you three, huh? Here's Thoda. If you would take the rudder, the Morning Star awaits. Oh. Damn, no action for me, huh? Oh, never mind, I'm in the boat. I'm in the party boat. Yay. Why does the party boat have a secondary mini boat? Like, why does it have a passenger boat like it's a motorcycle? That's not... I'm pretty sure that's not how boats work. Since the welcoming party at the pier failed to deter us, I expect, with a probability of 85%, that our arrival will incite further belligerence. Our objective, however, is not to trade blows, but to gain access to the hold. It may behoove us to employ stratagem Hardhead. The aim of our opponents is to buy time so that suspect goods may be tossed into the ocean. I do not intend to give them that time. We will bull our way towards the cargo hold as quickly as we can. It is a tactic fraught with risk, but one that your presence makes possible. Shall we begin? Broca. Oh. Aristoda, or whatever your name was. I don't actually remember. Boy, who the fuck you think you is? Do you know how many of yous I've killed to get to this point? I am Forcier Clahia. By the authority of Milvan's Gate, I request that you surrender your goods for assessment. Well now, your timing couldn't be worse, lass. The old door's all rusted up, you see. Bloody thing won't open. You'll have to come back another day after we've fixed the hinges. I will see that cargo now. Any vessel entering a port in Limbs Elements is bound by law to submit to a routine inspection. Oh shit, they got forks! They're gonna eat us for dinner. The law, is it? Lads, I reckon it's time our guests had themselves a little accident. Pitch 'em over the side. Aw, shit. Bum, bum, bum. Topaz. Oh right, I can do that at some point. I think I can do that. The carnicles do work like the normal summons, right? I say normal summons like these aren't the default. You all know what I mean. And get bunked. And you get bunked. Get bunked. Healer. Oh, that guy. Yeah, okay. Die, monster. Oh. Now this guy. Not so fast, you bastard man. Vomit. Topaz. We did it. We robbed the boat. We frisked the ship. A masterful display, Corn. Now we can finally gain access to their cargo. Oh shit, what's in the door? Oof. Eh. Damn! What have we here then? It's one of the bitch Admiral's lapdogs scampering about me ship. You're just like your mistress, always sticking your nose in where it ain't invited. Oh shit. No, it can't be. Recognize me pretty face, did you? But you were caught, exiled. Forcier, are you hurt? Can you stand? Stay back. You stay away from me. Forseer, please calm down. What are your orders? I've had enough of you whimpering, and I've certainly had enough of these bloody books. It's clear you ain't learning anything from them. Damn. I can't believe Ganondorf would be so evil. And he's a pirate now. Man, I love Wind Waker to death, but that was such a huge missed opportunity for fucking big stupid pirate hat Ganon. With like a skull and crossbones hat. Like, don't get me wrong, weird Japanese robe and katana wielding Ganon fucks, but I don't know. I feel like it was a missed opportunity. It led to something really cool, but I don't know. Reckon it's time you got a different kind of lesson. Oh shit. Ah! She's dead or something. Clahia, Nofika, preserve us. She's fainted. We must withdraw. Corn, quickly, back to the boat. We'll carry the Forseer. Ah, that's right. It's like going back to your mistress, you worthless curs. What a bad, bad man. What a note. Sweet baby, what's bothering you? My sweet, beautiful son, what is bothering you this day? Damn, we're only halfway through. It's been an hour. This is... I don't know if it's just me, that the Arcanist quiz quests are going much longer than the other Realm Reborn job quests. But maybe it'll speed up here in a bit. Who knows? It is good to see you well, Korn. Geistfried sent word ahead of your travails. An unfortunate turn of events, but considering the infamous Blackheart you faced, you might have fared much worse. Have you heard of the pirate Dozmaga? He was exiled from Limsa some years ago, but it appears he has chosen to defy the Admiral's orders. And once more, he dares lay a hand on Forseer Clahia. Poor lass must have been terrified. If I'd known Dozmaga was aboard that ship, I never would have assigned her that duty. The assessor may require some time to recover. For Clahia, that man is a nightmare made flesh. Though her physical wounds will soon mend, there is little we can do to salve the hurt to her mind. You are concerned, angry, mayhap? Harness that energy, and channel it into your training. I predict we shall be needing your skills again before long. Damn. Pirate Ganon time. Okay, so there should be 3 missions left until the end, at least. Greetings, Korn. In case such doubts fill your mind, you should know that I am ever willing to lend you an ear if you find your thoughts troubled. At the very least, I would have you know this, because it seems that Clahia does not. The Forseer has been missing since this morning. There have been other times when she's disappeared without a word, but we've always been able to find her. Alas, that is not the case this day. Were the Guildmaster here, he could deduce her whereabouts with nary a moment's concentration. I find myself beginning to wonder if those who devote themselves overmuch to Arcanum are more prone to bouts of wanderlust. But while I might wish to ponder further such oddities of character, we must needs organize a search party. Would you be so kind as to make inquiries in Hawker's Alley? It is not uncommon for Clahia's wanderings to take a path through the markets. Okay. I don't actually have to fast travel anywhere. I can just walk over here. Now, what is the point in having... Actually, no, I do understand the point of it. It just seems like a waste to go from here to here when, like, I'm already here. But if it was from somewhere else, like, yeah, okay, maybe. You seek a Mikote agent of Milvan's Gate? Why, yes, I have seen her. Spoke with her, in fact. She was, however, apprehended by the Yellow Jackets. The assessor was drilling me for details about a Kikiran smuggling ring based in Elport, but the soldiers arrived, then took her away. If you wish to know her fate, then I suggest you speak with Gnad of the Coral Tower. Coral Tower. Coral Tower. Is that Cop World? Is that where the... sure is. Hey, Grenade. I will be here for y'all later. Right now I'm here on other business. Forcier Claia. Yeah, we brought her in for questioning regarding the disappearance of the pirate Dozmaga. Member of the Arcanist Guild, are you? Well then, I see no reason to conceal the nature of our discourse. Perhaps you were already aware of this, but the Forcier was once held captive by that rabid sea dog. Few pirates sink to such depths of depravity as Dozmaga. It has been 6 years now since he was exiled from Limsa Laminza for engaging in the worst kind of black market trading. Now the villain has returned. He is, however, both cunning and cautious, and continues to evade our troops. Thus, we hope to borrow the knowledge of Forcier Claia, whose experiences have given her an intimate familiarity with the way the scoundrel operates. At least that was our intent. After weathering a barrage of questions from the assessor, we found ourselves instead providing the details of our search. Should you wish to speak with Forcier Claia, I imagine she has already returned safely to your guild. Sick. So I did all this for nothing. Awesome. Love that for me. Unless she hasn't. Back already? You were led to believe she had returned here. I'm afraid not. So, the Yellow Jackets told you something of her history with Dozmaga, did they? Perhaps it would be best if I told you the entire tale. Dozmaga's banishment was the result of a surprise inspection that revealed his involvement with the underground slave trade. The assessor that stepped aboard the pirates' merchant ship spoke of finding dozens of unwashed unfortunates crammed into that squalid hold. Among these prisoners was a young Mikote destined for some black market auction block. Though Claia was initially too terrified to even speak, the guildmaster brought her out of her fearful daze with the gift of an initiate's grimoire. Yes, the self-same tone that she's carried with her entire career. Of course. Did you not mention that Claia's grimoire was thrown into the sea? There are rumors that a Kikiran merchant of ill repute has retrieved the black market goods the crew of the Morningstar heaved into the ocean. Even now he gloats over a salt-encrusted catch in an aleport. It is entirely possible that the Forcier's most prized possession is caught up in the Kikiran salvage net. I've no doubt now that Claia has reached the same conclusion. To aleport with you, Korn. That is where you'll find our wayward assessor. Give me, like, a second. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I had to get something to drink. I've been sipping on tea, but like that shit's been dehydrating the piss and shit out of me, dude. I've not been this thirst in a minute. I see. Yes. Combat pattern 256 should serve to cover all expected contingencies. You never know when you'll have to nullify a thaumaturge or two. My retrieval strategy is complete. Korn, it is good of you to come. I was unable to calculate for certain if you would piece together my movements in time. Very little is certain when so many variables are involved. But there's good news. This prisoner here was kind enough to confirm that the trader who salvaged the Morningstar's jettisoned cargo did indeed retrieve a tome matching the description of my lost grimoire. Leminson law and the policies of Mielvan's Gate would support the confiscation of goods connected to an official inspection, but alas, my personal belongings do not fall under that definition. Thus, I intend to launch an unofficial offensive against this black marketeer and his cronies. The peddler has already departed for Candlekeep K. It is time I gathered to me such allies as I possess, and I count you as one of them, Korn. Despite the nature of this endeavor, Mistress Thubergeim has offered me her cooperation. If you would, pray join her at Austin's Embrace. That is where we shall ambush this disreputable Kirkirn. Let's do it. Austin's Embrace. That's down here. Oh, it's the bridge. I don't know why I was thinking it was the lighthouse. That's Austin's torch, right? Or no? I don't remember. Yeah, Austin's torch. That's what I was thinking of. No, the Embrace is the bridge. To the bridge. I do not remember how this conversation goes. But I guess it works out. There's no fight aura. Greetings, Korn. Your arrival completes our small company. You are equipped for battle, I trust. We need not await Clyhea's arrival. Once the Kirkirn appears on the bridge, we spring our ambush. The strategy for trapping our target relies on the two allies we have concealed on the other side of the ravine. This pincer maneuver was, naturally, the Foreseer's idea. As for the target himself, the Kirkirn is known as a careful and cautious fellow. He travels with a small retinue so as to avoid attracting attention, but do not be fooled. More bodyguards follow at a distance, and will likely join the fray after hostilities ensue. Do not, however, expect any assistance from the Yellow Jackets. They cannot be seen aiding us in what amounts to a personal matter, but they are willing to turn a blind eye for Clyhea's sake. In any case, the Foreseer's tactics account for our limited numbers and individual strengths. Victory is all but assured. Now, let us take up our positions and wait near the Kirkirn for the Kirkirn to arrive. Yeah, take up our positions slightly to the left. Okay. Ooh. You said a small retinue. That's like 6 guys. That's a whole Pokemon party, bro. Whatever, I'm in. A Muljaw mercenary. Oh wow, this boy really is hiring everybody. Little bro Ratman got the whole fucking Avengers together for this shit. Should be the end of it now. Just one, no, two, no, three goons left. Am I too far? That might be too far. Oh! More! Thaumaturge! Boy, I ain't worried about no fucking black magic, man. You ain't got shit on me, dude. Anyone left? Oh, okay. We still have to find the thing somewhere. Hey, it's in the cargo if you can imagine it. The shit he was carrying. We did it. Where are you going? Is she walking off the bridge? Hey. Well executed, everyone. Were you able to retrieve my grimoire? Corn, pray hand over the tome. It's a book. Oh, it's ruined. My wonderful grimoire is ruined. The probability of repairing this degree of damage is 0%. Even the most brilliant strategy cannot undo such ravages of seawater. No! Damnation. I've never felt so defeated. I believe it's time I returned home. Oh. Leave her be. But how can I? He is right, Aristota. You must allow Clydie time to process the loss. And you have other matters to which you must attend. Come, Corn. It is time we return to the guild as well. Damn. Her safety book has been destroyed. Also, these guys are fucking dead. Can't believe he... Well, actually, yeah, I can. You don't get to see the Mamul Jaw get a lot of play early in A Realm Reborn. You barely see them at all. They have, like, fates, and then they have, like, blue mage quests, and that's kind of it for a while. So it's neat seeing them. I always loved those idiots, and so I was hyped when Dawn Trail... It turned out that Dawn Trail was going to be, like, kind of about them. Because I always loved that one dipshit in the hot spring that kept flashing his gross lizard nuts at people. Like, that dude's a hero. And then, you know, there's, like, the raiders of the fucking Wanderer's Palace and shit, and, like, I don't know, they're kind of cool with it. Not the raiding and butchering of the Tonberries, just, you know, the vibes in general. Not quite the victory we imagined, was it? The moment Clydie beheld her soaked and tattered grimoire, you could see the light of hope die in her eyes. There is, however, something we can do. I will call on your aid soon, but in the meantime, you would be well served to deepen your knowledge of Arcanima. Grimoire Fandango? Are you good? That's not the name of the fucking mission. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Have you come to talk about Clydia's condition? The Foreseer is unchanged. She walks about as if all the joy in life has been leached from her soul. I believe the only one who can help her now is the same person who broke Clydia out of her shell the first time, our absent guildmaster, and though I am leery of the coincidence, the man himself has at long last been spotted. Should you seek out his last known location, it is unlikely he'll still be there. And even should you catch him, he may not deign to speak with you. Nevertheless, this may be our only chance. Pray travel to Mimaroon's trading post in Upper Lenosha. Speak with anyone who might have seen the Guildmaster. Oh, and one more thing. Though he prefers us not to use it for some inexplicable reason, our leader's name is Kirid Tia. Okay. Grimoire Fandango. I played the Grim Fandango once, on a whim, like, God, like 10 years ago now. Fuck, that was so long ago. Feels like yesterday, but it wasn't. I wish it was, but it super wasn't. I played the Grim Fandango like 10 years ago. I only played Act 1. I know it's like 4 acts because it's like a year and each act is a season. I played the first act of it and it was fine. But it didn't really sell me on it. So I started Act 2 and I'm like, yeah, I'm out. And then I quit. And I never went back to it. But I always wonder. I always think about it because the meme with Double Fine games is that the middle part of a Double Fine game is always the best part, but the start and end are always the worst. So, like, if the beginning fucking sucks, and it's just unambiguously sucks, and it's all uphill from there until the end, like, what all am I really missing out on? Like, how good of an experience was the parts that when I dipped out, you know? I've thought about that game every fucking day since. And I would love to hop back on it, but not now. Not anytime soon. Morning, miss. I was the one that sent word to your friend about spotting your leader. It's a rare sight to see Carid Tia roaming about. He asked me the way to Thalaus. Could be he was seeking to speak with the scholar who lives out there. Thalaus, you say? Whatever. Giant enemy crab, shut up. Oh no, he's downstairs. He's in the house. Or somebody's in the house. Tanga Tonga. Boy, who? Hello there. Hello there. Yes, I did receive a visit from a gentleman identifying himself as the Arcanist Guildmaster. An odd fellow, but obviously possessed of a well-rounded education. As it so happens, he bid me pass on a message to anyone who came searching for him. Reunited, the 3 slips of parchment hold the problem to the solution. Guildmaster mentioned that the slips of parchment are concealed among the bones of Thalaus. I suppose you were expected to search for them. Gee, thanks. Hidden parchment. Good boy. Who a good boy. Who a good Torg. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Give me that paper. God, that's a big paper. My man wrote that shit on a scroll. He called that a slip of paper, and it's like a fucking scroll, dude. Like, that's like a wall poster. What do you mean? How big is this man? Y'all guys don't mind me hanging out, right? Right? We're chill. We're homies. We're homies. They know we're cool. Hey, I found the papers or whatever. Oh, you tracked down those 3 slips of parchment. Papers. Fucking Tanga Tonga. Hello? Oh, sick, we DC'd. Wow, that... we straight up DC'd. The stream crashed too right when that happened. That's crazy. Hey, welcome back. We're pirates. Yeah, that was crazy to see that happen in real time, in game as well as in the stream. Anyway, interesting. They actually exist. To be perfectly honest, I thought you had been sent on a wild dodo chase. Let's have a look at these, shall we? Well, well, penned in ancient Allagan, no less. Fortunately for you, I have a passing familiarity with the script. Seek the box at Fool's Falls. Dance a jig for your wooden audience. Claim the secret from the opened heart. A most cryptic set of instructions, I must say. Do you intend to follow them? The guildmaster of yours certainly enjoys his games. What a bastard. But okay. Anything for Delulu. I want her to be happy or something. It's a box. Oh, I have to dance before the box. Do I have that set up anywhere? I don't have normal dance, do I? That's okay. Does this get you Randy box? Does this get you... Except the box rattles and thumps about, as if something within seeks to be freed. It appears the lid has been loosened somewhat. Give me the shit, box. Also, how did it... How did it know? Open the box? Oh, okay, it's back. There are answers you would seek, then go to the trading post. Then to the trading post now go. For the owner, be not meek. With your 2 feet, provide a show. Dance for me, Maroon. I'll dance for me, Maroon. Me, Maroon. I've come to dance for you. Hey, kid. Watch this. Oh, wait. Check these out. This do anything for your little red rat rocket? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit. It gave him a full fucking cutscene boner, dude. Now that was most entertaining. I must have something to amuse me during these little jaunts back to civilization, you understand? Oh, you're a stupid asshole. Based on my evaluation of your abilities, however, I calculated that you would arrive at this point somewhat earlier. You balked at the dancing, didn't you? Never expected you to be so shy. Another variable to add to your list of characteristics. I keep extensive mental notes of all the guild's members, you see. As an arcanist, it was a simple matter to engineer events so that I might meet you face to face. After all, strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. And I do so enjoy seeing others dance in the palm of my hand, as it were. What a asshole. Here, you may have this. Think of it as payment for your performance. Jesus, that book is massive. Though you might consider passing the tome on to Clahia, that is the reason you sought me out, was it not? Before you give Clahia the grimoire, however, I must insist that you dance for her. I will know if you don't. Oh, shit. All this banal interaction has simply exhausted me. It's time I return to my studies. Banal. I know it's banal, but banal's funnier. You, on the other hand, should travel forthwith to the anchor yard in Limsa Laminza. Be well, Korn. We shall meet again. I don't believe you. I'm 100% certain of it. That makes me believe you less. But okay. Oh. Back to Limsa. Anchor yard. Oh, okay. It's like over... Yeah, it's over here. This is the my dick throbs like 9/11 guy, right? My loins throb like Dalamud. My heart burns like mega flare. What a way with words. Such a poet. I bet he didn't even know it. Anyway. Clyhea! How you doing? My mind is ordinarily a whirlwind of possibilities and feints and counterattacks, but now there is naught but silence. This is how it once used to be, perhaps how it will always be from now on. That do anything for you? Were you always one for dancing? I don't recall any such You met with our guildmaster, haven't you? Yes. That would explain your odd behavior. He does so enjoy seeing people perform unexpected acts of frivolity. But what could have spurred our reticent guildmaster to speak with you in person? Book. Book. Whoa, he gave you this grimoire to give to me? Uncanny. It is identical to the tome I received the first time I ever met our leader. You have my thanks, Korn. The guildmaster is fond of games and mischief, and I understand the troublesome trials he likely put you through before deeming you worthy of his attention. This gift, however, his message to me is abundantly clear. I am to shape reality into the one that I desire. And that means defeating Dozmaga. Gods, my mind is alive again with strategies. I must have time to think. Pray inform Mistress Thubergheim of my return to duty. Okay. Boy, there is no... Well, actually, I can just go downstairs here. There's probably a closer fast travel here, right? This goes down to the Aetheryte, if I'm reading this map correctly. Yeah, it takes me here. Okay. That's more or less where I wanted to be. Where I was expecting it to put me. Ethernet. Thubergheim, it's time we marched on Pirate Ganon. Clyhea has recovered from her despondency. Well, this is wonderful news, and we have you to thank for it. It is unfortunate, however, that both Clyhea and our guildmaster are possessed of such impenetrable personalities. But at least in the case of the Foreseer, we have an inkling as to the nature of the cage that imprisons her. I continue to hope that her partnership with you shall gradually pry those bars apart. Return to your training, Korn. Prepare yourself for the demanding tactics of Clyhea is sure to formulate in the days ahead. I've been expecting you, Korn. As ever, Clyhea's predictions prove accurate almost down to the moment, and her mind is especially sharp with such a dangerous confrontation in the offing. The Yellow Jackets have contacted us with words of Dozmaga. It appears his merchant vessel is presently anchored off the coast of Bloodshore. Once the pirate's business there is concluded, rumor has it that he intends to embark on an extended voyage to the east. It will be some time before he returns once more to Limsa. If we pass up this opportunity, Clyhea will lose her chance to settle the score with Dozmaga, and we risk the Foreseer stumbling once more to the blackest melancholy. Simply getting close enough to Dozmaga will prove difficult. Clyhea has, however, already formulated a solution, and has set her grand strategy into motion. Your first task in this undertaking is to travel to Costa del Sol and deliver this set of directions to a fisherman by the name of Rilzern. More instructions will be forthcoming. Costa. Who up Costa-ing their Del Sol? Oh, this guy. Right, this dude. What is it you want, lass? As you can see, I've me hands full with me fishing. You just put away your fishing rod. Let her. Yeah, thanks for that. I've been told to expect you. You're to take one of me earrings and deliver it to the cook up below now. Oh, herring, right. Oh, fish. Hey girl, you want some fish, dude? 'Cause I got it. Yes, and how might I help you? Master Gege Ruju is expecting his midday meal any moment now. Fish. Fresh herring? Why, the master does enjoy a bite of broiled fish on an afternoon. This might even earn me a few extra coins for this week's wages. Well, you have earned yourself one of my homemade eel pies. I should tell you, though, your Arcanist colleague was quite insistent that you take the pie to Master Gege Ruju rather than scuff it down yourself. Bastard. I'm gonna shove this eel down his fucking throat. He's gonna choke on my fat, juicy, one-eyed, horrible tentacle monster. Gege Ruju! And what brings you to my, and I use the term facetiously, humble abode, dear madam? Such a heavenly aroma. Are you perchance carrying an eel pie about your person? How commendable that you should research the delicacies that tickle my fancy before daring to intrude upon my most ponderous of ponderings. Speaking of ponderous, well, I was speaking of it at least. I have a hefty purse of gil to persuade you to relinquish your claim on that pastry. Take it, man. One moment, if you will. I have been instructed by Milvin's gate assessor to hand over this message to whoever delivers an eel pie to Master Gege Ruju. Take the purse you receive from Master Gege Ruju and hand it to the dancer Eldgith as she prepares to return home, Clyhea. Eelgath. Yes, if you're looking for a dancer, then I would first see your coin. I have 3 children to feed and no time to waste on idle chat. Yo, fair enough, bro. Here's your money. Oh my, that is quite a purse. My precious darlings will eat like kings this week. It's such a simple job as well. I was told to expect you, you see. In return for the coin, I'm to give you these. The leather satchels from your Mikode friend and the pareos from me. That last item you were delivered to Drogo, the warehouse foreman. Cow? Hey, bro. I ain't got time for the likes of you. If I don't get me work squared away soon, the master will have me head on a pike. You got something for me, you say? Pareo. No, ain't this Ilgus Pareo? That Mikode lass said someone would be bringing me a gift while I couldn't refuse, and stick me with a pitchfork if she weren't telling the God's own truth. Here, you're supposed to have this bottle of wine. Take it to the Flying Shark and pour a cup for the sailors what are drinking there. That's what she told me to tell you, any road. I'd watch my back if I was you, though, lass. Them sailors are the meanest bunch of cutthroats I ever did see. Is there a point to any of this? No, right? Hey, bro. You want me to taste your wine, eh? Well, now, I ain't one to pass up free grog. Wine. Lemlin's tits! Now that's a bloody fine drop. If we ship this stuff to the east, we'll be selling balls by the crate. You're coming with us back to the Morning Star. The captain'll want to have a word with you. Oh. Here's a good lass. And as for ye, Miss Dancer, you stick close to old Hisk Scrat, It gets damn cold on them long sea voyages. Oh my god. Boy, this is not your fucking plan. We'll talk later. You didn't have to make me go on a fetch quest to get the... Oh boy. I could have just fucking got him super litty. I'm friends with the guy at the winery. I guess I wouldn't necessarily have been at this point in the main story, though. Depending on when you actually have access to do these. So, fair enough. You ready, then? We'll be off as soon as the boat's loaded. Fine grog and a fine woman. The captain will be pleased with this haul. Pray do not stare so. This was the most expedient method of gaining access to the ship. I will take that satchel from you now. You may have it back after I take the items I need. Okay. What mischief are you two on about? I was merely borrowing some clothes. You wouldn't wish me to catch a chill from this brisk ocean air, would you? You'll be dancing yourself warm once we get you on the ship, lass. Gross. What a gross man. What a sickie. Ah ha ha ha. Yo ho, yo ho. A pirate's life for me. Ha ha ha. Yes, yes. You better slip off that raggy road before you make you captain. Oh, of course, of course. Did she? Fucking amazing. I'll be happy to show him the performance that awaits. That bitch Admiral's lapdog. Come back for that lesson, have you? It is I who shall be teaching this day. My lecture will focus on the manipulation of reality through applied strategy. Damn. Enough of this damn yapping. By the time I'm done with you, you'll remember who your real master is. Damn. That's some sick shit, bro. Luckily, I'm here to smite you all. Will it? It kind of seems like it's just... man? What do you mean, top man? Boy, get out from under there. What you doing? You rabid little cur. Our numbers matter not. It is strategy that will win this battle. Prepare yourself, Dozemaga. With your defeat, I will cast off the shackles you closed on my soul. You think so, eh? Think your fancy magics are a match for me, Blade? You've got another thing coming. Ah, shit. Oop. You're dead, little bro. Yeah, we did it. Oh, I was expecting a little bit more. That's okay. Dozemaga now faces defeat. He will flee to the starboard rail. Oh shit, we're Sherlock Holmes again? Obvious. Next comes his attempt to escape into the sea. You think you're pulling me strings, do you? Think I'll dance to your tune? Well, I ain't falling for your bloody tricks. Uh-huh. It is at this moment he notices the yellow jackets I had you summon in my explicit instructions to Rilzerm. Good shit. You are a fool to return, Dozemaga. I hear you're fond of shackles, so we brought a set especially for you. Oh, he was a cop all along. What a bastard. But he's cool in this scenario, though. He's actually gonna, like, Rochambeau the slaver in the nuts. That's kind of based for Yellow Jacket activity. Thus concludes today's lecture. Thank you, Korn. The strategy would not have succeeded without your flawless execution. Which suggests that my tactics yet require more work. One must allow for some small deviation in performance. I believe, however, that I now understand where my calculations went awry. It is not enough to wish to shape reality. One must also have a complete understanding of the reality one wishes to obtain. It is time I sought out our guildmaster. Okay. Oh, bye. Oh. Pray convey to Mistress Thurbergheim my fondest wishes and my appreciation for all that she's done for me. Have fun, bro. The true test of my strategies now begins. Bye-bye. Interesting. Oh, there's still more. Actually, hang on. Let me not do that. Why teleport for money when I can teleport for free? Eh. Still more, huh? Hey, Thubergeim. Welcome back, Horn. There's much I would ask you, but first, may I have the satchel you received during your assignment? Satchel? The original owner needs her costume back, you see. I'll make sure everything is returned safe and sound. Now, let us speak of Clahia. I am glad to know that she has finally freed herself to pursue her heart's desire, and you are to thank for awakening the Foreseer to her self-imposed fetters. The brilliance of Clahia's strategy served to blind her to her own feelings, and it pained me to see her suffer so. Your example may even encourage Clahia to improve her combat abilities, although such will surely come in time. After all, she intends to study under the Guildmaster's direct instruction. Imagine those two obsessive arcanists, the complexity of the tactics they will develop. It may very well be that your actions in bringing them together will prove the catalyst that sparks a new era of invention in the art of Arcanima. You too should look to the improvement of your discipline if you were to keep pace with all that is certain to follow. To that end, I offer you a new technique, one I pray allows you to more readily drive back your foes on the battlefield. Cool. And that was Arcanists. We did the Arcanist quests. Thank you all for coming by. Thank you all for hanging out. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, and y'all chose to spend some of y'all's time with me. I appreciate y'all for it. Next week, I will be doing more job quests on Wednesday and Saturday. Late night, same time, more, well, hopefully earlier. On Wednesday and Saturday, we will be doing Summoner and Scholar at least. If I'm feeling it, we might be able to push our luck and get in some Marauder too. But probably not. Tomorrow and Tuesday are going to be our bigger streams. Tomorrow, part of me doesn't want to say this. Part of me just wants to let the schedule say it. No, you know what? Yeah, tomorrow and Tuesday are both going to be surprise streams. One of them, I'm going to be going back to an old game I streamed a couple months ago that has been on the back burner and I'm ready to get back to it. Tuesday we'll be streaming a new game. Something that it's a game I love dearly. It's not new to me. It's a replay. But it's a game that I love dearly and I've wanted to replay it for a very long time. And now I get to share it with all of you. And that's going to be fucking awesome. I'm so excited to play this fucking game. But yeah, thank y'all for coming by. Take care of yourselves. Be good to one another. Peace out, and I love y'all. Bye-bye.